MrPidude here with some more Hex TCG. This is game 4 of the second tier of the Frosting Arena. We're up against the Malice Demon, who makes it so that troops in all zones have Rage 1, and his charge power, 1 Blood Threshold, 1 Ruby Threshold for 2 charges. Put a target troop in his graveyard into play, and he gets speed, and he sacrifices it at the end of the turn. So he's going to go first. I decided to keep this hand because it has 2 turn 1 drops, or two 1-mana creatures, with the Fierce Warlord. And again, it's that bug that he's playing first. He mulliganed to 6. He's playing first, doesn't do absolutely anything turn 1, which, you know, I guess I'm not complaining, it's good for us. But I kept this hand mostly because it has 2 1-mana creatures. They're both tormentors, which is only good if I can empty my hand, and it looks like I'm going to be able to. Next turn, I can drop the Tormentor and do a burn or a crushing blow to get through a creature. And then the turn after that, I can drop another Ruby Shard and play the Fierce Warlord, as well as play the other cheap spell in our hand. So on his second turn, where the first one where he was actually playing something, drops a Blood Threshold, or drops a Blood Shard, and passes. So let's see what we draw. Hopefully we draw a cheap burn spell, crushing blow, suppressive fire. Ruby Shard isn't the greatest, slows down our when we're trying to empty our hand, but I guess not the worst. We'll pump up the Tormentor and swing in for 2. So probably one of the best cards to get. Let's see, Crimson Clarity would allow us to empty our hand faster. Gets us to 4 shards next turn. Which, I don't know. It would empty our hand faster, so I'm looking for Crimson Clarity or a cheap spell or a 1-mana creature. We'll just wait until the end of the turn to see if we want to burn his face. He's at 17, so wait. Oh yeah, Rage 1, I forgot about that. I was like, why does Tormentor have 3 attack? I only buffed it once. But yeah, it's like 3 attack, so if he doesn't play anything turn 2, he's in real trouble. We're swinging for a lot. Let's see, 5, 7, 9, plus 4. So we're swinging for 13 next turn, I think. Which puts him down really, really low. And we get okay, that's perfect. I like Crackling Bolt. So we'll just play the Fierce Warlord before combat phase to pump everything up. And then Crushing Blow in the combat step. So we're swinging for 8 right now. And then both these get pumped up. Or I guess we were swinging for 6 before, and now we're swinging for 8. We'll just use a Crushing Blow, I guess. There, we'll wait. Okay, now we'll play a Crushing Blow, doesn't really matter which one. And that'll, since they're both orcs and has the equipment, deal an extra 4 damage. So now we're swinging for 12. And the Crackling Bolt in our hand will give us lethal next turn, even if he somehow clears our board. So let's see what he does. Turn 4. Ruby Shard. And we play anything? Okay. Oh, he's gonna play an Incite Fury to give us Rage 2. Okay. So I guess he's being really nice there, knows he's gonna lose, and then he just gives gives our stuff more. Let's see. Okay, so now we're getting a challenge. Your opponent gains 7 health and drew 2 cards, and the goal is to win the game. Okay, well, oh no. After he gave He has no mana, so he can't play anything else. After he used Insight Fury to give this thing an extra Rage 2, so now it is Rage 3. We have to deal 10 damage this turn. We have, let's see, 3 plus 4, 7. Plus 8. We have 15 damage on board. Make that 16 damage. We can crackling bolt his face for an extra 3. Okay, so this was basically the easiest challenge that I've ever had in the Frostring Arena. And then we'll just swing for lethal. So I guess the AI really isn't fully developed yet. And we're dealing 16 damage, sending him down to -9 at the end of the combat step. And pretty handily beat the Malice Demon. So, pretty great victory for this deck. Really how it's supposed to play when it's not getting mana screwed or creature screwed. And the next thing we have to face is the boss of the second tier, His Majesty King Gabriel. And since we won the challenge, we get a buff. Start the game with an Arena Brawler in play, which is really good for our deck. So we probably won't have any trouble. So thanks for watching, and next time we'll take on His Majesty King Gabriel.